Welcome to another episode of something, and today we're gonna talk about time periods and the eras of human history. You can go on Wikipedia right now and let's just read together. Okay, so there is human time periods, right? It can be divided to prehistoric and historic periods. The history period, historical periods usually are records that have been kept for a long time. So there's these things called general periods, right? Prehistory, ancient history, and post-classical history, modern history especially. There's this technological periods as well, and war periods, and those kind of periods, you know, not that kind of period, but time periods, okay, not female periods, you know what I mean? But all of these ages, all these history, one of my favorite is the contemporary history, which is one of our latest eras that we lived through. Of course, it's the year 2000, it's the year 2010, and it's has been a long time since early modern period, and it's not your kind of modern, like modern houses, modern TVs, modern technology. It's early modern period is more like the emerge of the late Middle Ages, you know, and demarcated by historians, demarcated as beginning of the fall of the Constantinople, the Italian Renaissance in the west, the Ming Dynasty in the east, and the rise of Aztec, the rise of the Aztec in the New World. The period ends with the beginning of the Age of Revolutions. Damn, does that sound so fucking cool? Age of Revolution. Alright, so moving on, after the early modern periods, we move on to the late modern period. Begin approximately about the middle of 18th century. Notable milestones include the French Revolution, yeah, there's a milestone, the American Revolution, the Industrial Revolution, and the Great Divergence. What the hell is the Great Divergence? Anyways, after that we got my favorite history ever, which is the contemporary history. Living memory of us still exists. Our parents. This probably started during started at the year 1945. Immediately relevant to the present time. Postmodern movements. Postmodernism. Modernism, you see, it's not that kind of modern. It's a way of thinking, and it has been started since the Middle Ages. It's about 1500 centuries, 1500 years from zero. Well, the year 1500, democrated by historians, the beginning of the fall of Constantinople in 1453, which is like, god damn, I can't even spell it. Anyways, that's the modern history. It's the ages. Also, my second favorite history is, of course, the Dark Ages. It's one of the darkest ages ever, and it's, I think, should be the coolest ever, because it's a periodization traditionally referring to the Middle Ages. The Middle Ages, 1450, you know. Demographic, cultural, and economic deterioration occurred in Western Europe following the decline of the Roman Empire. It's light versus darkness, you see. And it's one of the greatest anime plots in the whole entire history of the world, because it is real. It's light versus dark. What happened during the Middle Ages, the Dark Age, the Dark Period? There's Petrarch, Reformation, Baronius, and Enlightenment. Also Romanization, so people get Romanized. However, it's not really we're talking about the early Middle Ages here, not the whole Middle Age, because that also spans to the modern history and the early modern periods. Also, other favorite age is the Stone Age. Why? Because it just looks like human is evolving as a species, and humans are being more social with their stuff, and that's a good thing. Before Homo, as it's called. Hey man. Nowadays it's called before the closet. Anyways, the Stone Age is a period which stone was widely used to make implements. Implements with an edge, a point, or a percussion surface. Lasted roughly 3.4 million years ago. What? We lived that long? Didn't even know. Yeah, I guess the Homo genus, man. It's also two more ages that archaeology, meaning archaeology is basically the study of human activity. Record consists of artifacts and biofacts, ecofacts, and cultural landscapes. Stone Age, the Bronze Age, and the Iron Age is really, really cool. Let's talk about the 20s. 20s hasn't happened yet, but 2020s is what I mean. It's a decade in the Gregorian calendar, which is named after the Pope Gregory. Pope Gregory the 13th. It'll begin on January 1st, 2020, and roughly about 6 months away where we are currently, and ends on December 31st, 2029. I assume you don't need to know that, but I'm just letting you know, man. And also, the global warming might kill us all before 2029, but who knows, man. Also, in the mid-2020s, there's gonna be a space launch, a manned mission to Mars by the BFR rocket by SpaceX, which president is one of the most brilliant people on Earth. Anyways, that's all I want to talk about today, because I'm late.